I'm excited to show you the Lele reading system today. This is a Chinese reading pen that teaches children and adults how to read Chinese. I love this system because as a non-fluent parent, I can help my daughter and my son read these books, and they can also listen to these books independently. There are 300 books that come with the series, and the series teaches over 1,000 Chinese characters. You can buy the series in simplified or traditional Chinese, and the series covers a wide variety of topics. This is the reading pen. To turn it on, you swipe up.
点读笔开机. The pen is turned on.
I find the default volume to be a bit loud, so I like to lower it. The red series is the easiest series.
川语节
As you can hear, the reading pen will read each word individually in the easier series. They read it very slowly and clearly so that you have time to listen to the words.
川语协
When you're ready, you can listen to the whole sentence or phrase together.
戴羽帽
This book is about how to create a delicious Chinese dish, and I love that it goes through the steps. I forgot to show you that.
蛋炒饭
You can listen to the title,
蛋炒饭
and each word individually. In the inner cover, you can also listen to
作者姚汝插图林淑芬
You can listen to the author and who the illustrator is.
蛋打蛋打蛋
I try not to use a pen if I don't have to because I want to practice trying to figure it out myself, but sometimes I forget this word yan,
盐
so I can just check myself. If I'm not sure about the tone, it's a great way to self-check without pulling out my dictionary. I also love how they include words at the top here, but these cannot be narrated, so they're just another way to look for familiar characters and practice reading. Right there.
炒一炒
So if I forgot how to say those words, I can just ask the reading pen to play it for me right here. Let's look at the yellow series. The yellow series is a little bit more challenging, but I wouldn't say by too much. There's still only one line per page, maybe sometimes two. It just builds on the prior level in terms of vocabulary. This is a really great book, and I'll show you. It shows you how to fold an origami dog. Very simple. And my daughter was excited to make the origami dog as well, like that. In this book, I thought that this was a great example of showing how these words are pronounced separately and then how the words are sort of blended together. Let me turn my pen back on.
点读笔开机 狗儿
If I couldn't remember what they said, I can just hit this. You can just simply tap on the book as well.
狗儿
So this book is about how a boy is walking his dog. He runs into a friend. And let's listen to a sentence here.
不是我们牵狗儿，是狗儿牵我们。
So you can hear that the words are pronounced very slowly and clearly, but slower than what you would normally probably read as a parent or a teacher. My daughter felt that it was quite slow, so that was a good thing so that she wasn't over-reliant on the pen because she could read much faster than these books. But the Green series is a little bit more natural, and I'll show that to you now. So the Green series is the most advanced series. It's assuming that you've read these 200 red and yellow books. So 100 red, 100 yellow. Now you're on the last 100 books. And that you're ready to read more independently and use the pen less. So as you can see, I can't listen to every word individually on the title.
动物玩偶
I have to listen to the whole title by pushing this icon, by tapping this icon, and she reads it more fluidly and more naturally, at a more natural speed.
动物玩偶
And you can still listen to the author and illustrator.
作者姚汝，插图黄孝章、肖立方。
Now the layout is different in these books. Now the words are on this side of the page while the illustrations are on the opposite side. This is very nice so that children get used to reading longer passages and they're not distracted by the illustration. They can focus on the illustration and then look at the words, or vice versa, depending on what level your child is at. So you can see there's a couple words in green here.
不治
These are the only words that I can tap on individually. The thought is that you don't need the pen to listen to every single word anymore. But if there's another word like this word, if I can't think of it for whatever reason, I have to listen to the whole paragraph.
我用动物玩偶把我的房间布置成动物园。
So here's the inside of this book. And then again, some conversation here or thoughts, but we can't tap on these. However, if we're not sure what these words say, look, they're right here. So I can listen to
忽
that.
然，我听到弟弟在叫：“你们不要吃我！”
All right, let me just show you this book. I also want to point out that the accent is a tiny bit different. They use Taiwanese pronunciation of words. So for example, in another book, instead of 西红柿 for tomato, they used 番茄. In this book, you also hear that they say han instead of he.
家里的好人和坏人。 坏
So you can listen to that word, which is the key word in this book, and you can listen to the whole passage if you need to.
亲亲
They read it very slowly when you point to each word individually, and then faster when you hear the whole passage.
我们轻轻地走进哥哥的房间，在那里，我们捉到很多坏人。
Here's another word that's different in Taiwanese Mandarin compared to mainland Mandarin.
垃圾桶
So in mainland Mandarin, they say 垃圾桶. Since Chinese language is so varied and there's so many people all over the world that speak various dialects, I think it's wonderful that my daughter and my son can hear different ways that common Chinese words are pronounced by different people. So it's not confusing for my daughter to hear these different pronunciations. My daughter can speak and read 3 languages, so she knows that there's different ways you can say different words. My 2-year-old son is starting to finally figure out who speaks what language. Over time, he will also learn that different words can be pronounced in different ways, and different concepts can look differently on print. So I hope you've enjoyed this introduction to the Lilla Reading Pen series. I hope it's helpful to see what it can offer and how it can help your family. Please refer to my website for more details about the books and also more images and more examples. Thank you so much.